Religion can be an incredibly profitable business if done right, and there's no better example of this than the Vatican. The world's smallest sovereign nation, at just 0.27 square kilometers, is home to the wealthiest religion on the planet, the Catholic Church. Despite decades of scandal, the Catholic Church remains the second largest religion in the world, with over 1.3 billion members. This vast empire of unimaginable wealth is built on your donations. But the Catholic Church is clever. If people knew just how wealthy they are, donations would likely cease. So they keep their true finances very secretive. In 2021, the Catholic Church claimed that they were low on reserves, running a deficit, and in desperate need of donations. Yet in Australia alone, they are worth at least $30 billion, more than Starbucks globally. Simple math can give us a rough estimate of the Catholic Church's wealth. If they're worth $30 billion in Australia, with around 5.5 million Catholics, that's about $5,454 per member. Extrapolate that to the 372 million Catholics in Europe, the US, Canada, and Australia, and the Church's wealth totals over $2 trillion. This puts them in the same league as companies like Apple, Microsoft, and Amazon. With a conservative return of 3%, $2 trillion yields $60 billion annually, tax-free. Despite this, the Church reported a mere $20 million profit in 2018. At the heart of this financial empire is the Vatican Bank, often seen as a mix of the Federal Reserve, an offshore bank, and a hedge fund. The Vatican is the ultimate corporation, but it wasn't always this wealthy. At several points in history, the Church was close to bankruptcy due to high-interest debt. Centuries before the Catholic Church became a capitalist holding company, the Vatican was a secular empire. Popes were the kings of the Vatican and the supreme leaders of the Roman Church. They controlled over 15,000 square miles of land in Italy, vastly more than the Vatican City today. This land was taxed heavily to maintain the lavish lifestyles of the Pope and cardinals. In the 6th century, the Vatican leadership had a brilliant plan. Sell indulgences, which promised to reduce the punishment for sins. This was a cash cow for the Church for over 1,000 years, but things started going downhill with the French Revolution. Napoleon demanded tribute, European leaders taxed the Vatican, and the Papal States people rebelled. The Vatican turned to the Rothschilds for help, borrowing 50 million francs to cover their budget. In 1870, the Italians invaded, reducing the Vatican's control to 0.17 square miles. Desperate for funds, the Pope invested in Roman real estate, catching a boom that soon crashed. The Church then started asking for donations again, and when World War I hit, they rented property to an arms manufacturer selling to Germany. World War II saw the Vatican align with Germany, resulting in significant funds flowing into the Church. To hide these transactions, the Vatican Bank was established, free from wartime regulations and able to operate globally without transparency. This bank became a haven for rich Italians, the OSS, and even Hitler. Near the end of World War II, the Vatican was so intertwined with Germany that they even profited from life insurance policies of Jews sent to camps. The Vatican Bank became known for laundering money, attracting government attention. Instead of closing it, the Italian government taxed it. By the mid-20th century, the Vatican had 600 million members and depended on donations and investments. Reports of $13 billion in liquid investments were downplayed by the Pope, claiming only $500 million. But scandals in the late 20th century, particularly regarding child abuse by priests, hurt donations. By 2014, the Church had paid over $3 billion in settlements. In 2013, to restore its image, the Vatican elected a modern pope, Francis, who appealed to the masses and promised reform. This helped people forget the Church's controversial history and continued wealth accumulation. Today, with over 1.2 billion followers and an estimated $2 trillion in wealth, the Catholic Church still claims to be on the verge of bankruptcy, even as they own significant real estate, like in Manhattan. This proves that with the right mix of guilt, fear, and the promise of eternal life, religion remains one of the most lucrative businesses in the world. This is how the Vatican really operates. If you're new here, please subscribe and comment down below for more interesting videos. Thanks for watching. You've been awesome. I'll see you in the next one.